They battle the Gauchos of UCSB Thursday night on the Mesa. Our next guest, having himself a nice senior season with San Diego State, James Rahon joins us on the Western Exterminator Hotline. James, great to have you back on the show. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Feels great. Always feels great after a win.
I'll
No
bet.
doubt. That's right.
Now, James, when you go to Viejas Arena, you know that crowd is going to be loud and proud. But in Anaheim, on Saturday night, did you know it was going to be like that? When you're coming out for player introductions, did you know it was just going to be Viejas Arena in Anaheim?
Well, I heard that we would have a lot of fans, but I don't think anyone expected the type of crowd and atmosphere that we had on Saturday, and it just speaks volumes about our program and the growth of our program. And we feel great every time we step on the court, and we have all those fans that have our back, and it definitely helps us a lot.
You know, James, Josh and I were talking about it before. We've been watching you since you got here to San Diego State, doing your thing, and you were described as a sharpshooter. This guy can really fill it up from the three-point line. It's been up and down a little bit, but it seems like this year, especially the last couple of games, you've really gotten your groove back, if we could say something like that. And I know you've dealt with some foot injuries. Is it really just basically you being healthy enough to have lift on your shot?
Well, absolutely. Definitely the foot injury last year definitely held me back a little bit, but each and every game, each and every time I step on the court, I'm feeling more comfortable out there, and that's just the main thing. Just working on getting better each and every day, and that's what I'm focused on right now, and just continue to make shots like I've been doing.
Are you 100% right now?
Yeah, I'm 100%. It's more just a feel for the game, having to sit out for the summer and just getting healthy and whatnot. But I definitely am feeling back to 100% on the court.
James Rahon and the Aztecs now 6-1 after beating Texas Southern. James, there is a lot of depth. There is a lot of talent, even different from last year. Were you ever worried about minutes? I know you're a team guy, but were you ever concerned about minutes coming into this season?
I was never worried about minutes. I've always been a guy to show the coaches what I'm capable of, and basically with my play, let my play speak for itself, and basically not be able to make the coaches take me off the court. And that's what I've been trying to do. I've been working my tail off all summer and all this beginning of the year, and basically just trying to let my play speak for itself. So I've never really been too worried about minutes.
You know, James, you talk about letting your play speak for itself and making sure the coaches don't give them the chance to take you off the court. I just kind of wonder, what's it like? Because you seem like kind of a subdued kind of guy. Yeah, this is a team with a lot of personality. You have your own rap video. Guys are all over the place, having a good time. What's it like? Does your personality add up or equal to some of these guys? Because you got some characters on this team.
Absolutely. I think all our personalities actually work together, and that's, I think, why we're successful, because we have all these different personalities, but at the same time they all mesh in a way that helps us be successful on the court and off the court. So I think it's great that we all have our own personality that we bring to the table.
But you better like hip-hop if you're going to play for the Aztecs.
That's what I'm saying.
What's it like putting together these rap videos with Tim Shelton? Is that a really fun experience?
It's extremely fun, and it just brings us closer as a team. We're already an extremely close-knit group. We've been together for a while, but it just definitely brings us together off the court, which helps us on the court.
Now, you caught a dunk in that video. Am I correct with that?
No, I didn't.
That wasn't you? You didn't catch a dunk?
That was probably Matt Strigley.
Oh, he mixed up his white guys.
Yeah.
That's what happened right there, Sherrod, on a live radio show. Oh, whoops.
I just wanted to know, is that something? Can you catch a dunk? Can we see James Rahon maybe getting a putback dunk in a game? I never saw it.
Hopefully. That's my goal, get a dunk in a game.
Okay, you can dunk.
Right. Pre-game warm-up.
You should have told Tim, listen, Tim, don't edit it out. Give me an opportunity to catch a dunk as well. I thought that was you. I wanted to see you catch a dunk, man.
Yeah, I wish it was me too, but unfortunately it wasn't.
We're talking to James Rahon on San Diego Sports Leader XX 1090. James, when we show up to Viejas Arena, it's total entertainment. I mean, it's like an NBA game, the atmosphere where they turn down the lights and there's these videos and chants, and it's amazing. But you guys are not just professionals, of course not. You're student athletes. Do you find it tough to manage your time where you got to hit the classroom, study for tests, and play basketball, or are you pretty good about that?
It's kind of something you got to learn. The younger guys are kind of getting the hang of it, but us veterans, we know how to manage our time. And like Coach Fisher says, basketball is like its own class, and it's definitely all of our favorite classes. So we definitely put as much time into basketball as we can, and managing your time is just something that goes along with being a student athlete.
James, obviously you're focused on the games, but final question, when you think about life after school, and I know you're going to want to play this sport as long as you can, but what's your major? What do you see yourself doing? Getting into coaching like Tim? Do you see yourself getting into broadcasting? What do you see the future like as you go through your senior season?
With Tim being one of my better friends, I've actually just recently thought about coaching a little bit more, just from conversations with him. Definitely interests me. But I think just worrying about playing right now, as long as possible, is what I'm looking at. I am a psychology major.
Okay.
I haven't really put too much thought into psychology, but just worrying about myself and playing the game of basketball as long as possible.
I like it. But there is a lot of psychology involved in shooting. Is that correct? It's very mental?
Yeah, it's mental and it's physical too. Just putting in the work. It's all about repetition, getting that muscle memory perfect. And just getting up as many shots as possible each and every day to perfect that shot.
Aztecs number 17 in the nation, UCSB at Viejas Arena Thursday. He is James Rahon, the sharpshooter. James, always great to have you on the show. We appreciate your time. Wishing you nothing but good health.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
In-game dunks, James. We want a dunk this year. I feel it coming. Yes?
In-game dunks.
Absolutely.
We'll see.
I'll get one for you.
No doubt.
Thanks. There's James Rahon. Why are we so crazy about the dunk?
In-game's
dunks.
I need it. I need it. I need James Rahon on a tip dunk and then stare someone down after he does it.
There are enough dunkers on this team. Hey, James, simple layup. Don't come down too hard on that foot. Just 2 points.
That's right. That's right.
I'm being very serious about this. Just a layup is fine. Okay, I'll have your back on this. I thought it was him, too, in the video.
Yes, I'm not.
Okay.
If he gets a breakaway and he does a layup, I'm going to be so mad. I'm like, well, that's your opportunity to get that lean-in dunk. But, yeah, I thought it was him. I was very impressed.
You gave him an out with your question. You're like, when you miss shots, it's just the foot injury from last year, right? He's like, yeah, that's it.
But seriously, we watched him last year, and it was so strange.
Something was wrong.
It was so strange. He wasn't getting around these picks and these screens fast enough to get open shots. When he did have open shots, sometimes he double clutched. I just wonder, was it the foot kind of getting into his head? He's a psychology major. He spoke about that. I just kind of wondered how mental was that injury for him.
I thought it was mental. I thought it did get into his head. He said, I'm not worried about minutes, and he downplays a lot of it. You mentioned he's a little subdued. But, yeah, it had to be frustrating because that was a big year for James to get as many minutes as he wanted. This year, it's going to be different. He knew that. With all of this talent and all of this depth, it was going to be different. But his shot is back. You could tell.
Yeah.
There are some glimpses where you go, oh, that's the guy from Santa Clara.
I feel good about him moving forward for the rest of the year, and with guys who can penetrate and make things happen in the paint or finishing around the rim, kick it out to James, three-pointers. Could be a big weapon.
When he
forward.
looks good, he looks like a young J.J. Redick. I mean, when he really is on, he looks a little J.J. Redick-like.
Oh, my goodness.
Had to choose a white guy for that comparison. Right? Isn't that how it works?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I couldn't say Allen Iverson?
I mean, no. No, you could not.
Coming up next,
No, you could not.
we got your good reports on a Tuesday. We're going to put you in a good mood. Stay tuned. Josh and Sherrod on San Diego Sports Leader, Double X 1090.